Hello folks, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about finally an iPhone that I want to have and that I actually have. This is the iPhone 15 Pro, and I went with the Pro version over the Pro Max version because this is a little smaller. It's 6 inches smaller because this is the 6.1 inch, and then the Pro Max is 6.7 inch. I don't need that big. It doesn't have any bigger upgrade that I will wish to have that to this one. And this is the 556 gigs. And I didn't go with the higher because I don't really need it. You can record through USB-C now and everything, but we will talk about that a bit later. So the reason why I went with this phone especially is the USB-C, as I mentioned like a second ago. I wanted to switch to iPhone a little bit earlier with the 13 Pro because I just was switching every ecosystem that I have into the iOS Apple ecosystem. So I have the M1 Max, and I wanted something that it would just make it easier for me to just transfer files back and forth, because nowadays social media is really important for clients. So it just works better with AirDrop and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I wanted to switch. But I never actually ended up switching because I didn't like the lighting port. I just don't like the lighting port. I just don't want to have a different port for charging my phone. I just want to have one that suits all my needs with DJI, my lav mic here. I have USB-C, one cable, my camera, the Lumix S5 Mark II X, USB-C, and the M1 Max, USB-C, or the Max, the however you call the charging port of the Mac, but you can still charge it through USB-C. So USB-C was really important for me, but they did a step forward from only doing that, which is the USB-C external recording, which for me, it was just mind-blowing in a phone, but it makes sense, especially because it's the only way you have to record 4K 60 ProRes externally or in this phone. It's the only way you have if you want to use the newest Apple log, which is the other reason why I switched to this phone. You can now use Apple log, a really amazing flat profile that finally iPhone has created, or Apple has created for this phone, for professional creatives and filmmakers like me and us, so that you can grade these footages with the maximum longitude that you can have. And it's amazing because it's, according to General Dan, it's like almost close to 14 stops. Or it is actually a 14 sub sensor, the sensor that the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 have. So it's quite amazing because there are not many cameras that actually manage to reach there. And I will leave down below the link for Gerald and Dan's video, because I think it's really good if you're really interested to know the noise levels and what you should actually be shooting on. And there are quite surprising things. So just go watch the link down below, and maybe a shout out to him that I sent you there if you want to. If not, just do whatever you want to do. And the amazing thing is that iPhone have been communicating with Blackmagic. So Blackmagic developed the Blackmagic Camera App, which at the launching, not many people really understood why they were doing that, except the ones that knew about this new feature that was coming out from the iPhone 15 Pro's versions. So it's quite amazing, the app now, because I was one of the people who never really understood why they were focusing so much on this Blackmagic app on the launching, but now it makes sense, right? So it's quite good to know that they are communicating with third parties, manufacturer to produce the best for their own phones. So I'm pretty happy to see that. And from here, we come to my last point, which all of these new things that they brought into this phone, I can finally use or finally feel that I can use a phone professionally. What I mean with that, I do documentaries since a year or so, and they are most of them in post production. Most of them we are still filming them because it's a documentary, right? So um, it takes how long it takes to do them. That's why I haven't been able to share nothing about them yet. But next year, January, February, keep your eye open. Something is gonna come. So yeah, I can use finally my phone to go into places where I cannot bring my Lumix cameras or the FX6 to film or to capture nothing in there because I'm not allowed to or because I just get kicked out. Now I can use this phone to do that because people would just think, oh, he's just a tourist or something like that. So it's amazing to have such a small, compact camera, which everyone uses nowadays to just capture trees, capture whatever they want to capture. So I already did actually that. So it was quite interesting how things went down there because people were just more chill than when they saw me coming in with the camera. So it was quite funny to watch people's faces. So now this phone will permit me to basically film in occasions where I don't need to bring my big cameras or just shoot B-rolls quickly or just like use this camera actually like a third camera for maybe a podcasting or something like that or interviews like that because it can be used. Now I haven't tested the overheating because the 14 had a lot of issues with overheating. The 13 I think same. So I haven't tested overheating. I'm gonna test it. I kind of briefly tested a little bit. The phone got a little bit warm. So yeah, I don't know yet. I have to test them and then I can say something about it. And then there is this amazing cover from, how is they called? From Spigen Optics Armor. And it's amazing because I can just protect my lens, which is one of the main reasons why I bought this phone. So I protect them, I don't have any issues, and then I have to buy a glass for it. And if you're interested in this armor, I will leave the link down below. And yeah, so these are the main reasons why I went with this beast of a phone. Um, Share down below your thoughts if you will ever go for this or you want to wait for the 16 because I will imagine that all the things that this camera had or this phone had are going to go into the 16 based versions next year, and they're going to be probably the USB-C 3.1, 3.2 probably for fast charging and stuff like that. I don't even know why they let it out this year, but the battery has been working amazingly for me. So it's a step up. And yeah, the last time I charged it, it was yesterday afternoon, and I'm still, this is now it's like 10 o'clock here in the morning, and I still have 60% of battery to go. Of course, during the night I didn't use it, so um, so it doesn't really do much because I just turn off everything during the night. I don't want to be disturbed. But yeah, thank you guys for hearing blabbering here. Share down below your thoughts, some comments. Let's have a chat and consider subscribing because I'm going to do a lot more videos. There is a comparison between the Lumix S5 Mark II X and the iPhone Pro, the iPhone 15 Pro that I'm preparing. It's going to be a long one because I'm going to go really in deep. It's kind of a video that I have never done before. So consider subscribing, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself. See you.